Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasan427. And actually, today, what I'm actually doing is a Moon Knight review. And this is actually a comic book version of Moon Knight. It's actually a Marvel Legends figure. This actually is kind of a fairly new figure from what I've seen. It's actually, I believe this is a Target exclusive from what I've seen. I haven't seen this anywhere else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Target exclusive right here. And I actually picked this up from Target, and they actually had a crazy deal going on at my Target. That is like 50% off. This is something that I was like looking at for a while. I was just looking at it, and that's when I was just like, you know what? I might as well just pick this up. It's 50% off. This is probably the lowest it's going to be. I mean, maybe it'll drop down a little bit more, but Target is just having a crazy sale going on. I'm going to look at the sale and see what else they got. But this is one that I kept looking at, and I was kind of like, I don't really want to pay full price for it. Because there's certain figures, I mean, let's be honest now, with more figures, they go down in price. But I was just like, you know what? I'll just hold off on this. I'll wait till it gets down lower in price, and that's what actually happened. So I actually made out great with actually not picking it up and not actually getting and stuff like that. That's why I actually made out better actually doing that. But let's actually get into this box. And you see, looking at the box, you see it says Marvel up there. It stars right there. I really like this packaging. Now, the weird thing is, get into this. Hasbro keeps saying they get away from plastic, but then they keep giving us more plastic. It's like with the No Way Home wave with this, or with this figure, like, are you going away from plastic? Are you not? I guess this is less plastic. I really don't be getting it. I like this thing, but you can't really keep the box. That's the only bad thing. You see, it says Moon Knight up there. Fist of Khonshu. I believe that's from the actual TV show as well, which I really enjoyed the TV show. Just to me personally, looking at this figure right here, see everything he actually comes to. I'll get more detail with that. See, a picture of Moon Knight right there. I actually really enjoyed the TV show. And I'm not the biggest Moon Knight fan. I like the character and stuff like that. I read a couple of comic books, but I wouldn't say that I'm a huge Moon Knight fan. I believe he was introduced in like the 80s. I believe she says Marvel, Moon Knight, another shot, Moon Knight right there. See Egyptian Temple, Mark Spector, and this is awesome right there. You see, that's everything right there. You see, this is the bottom of the figure, and that's the top. And that was the entire box that actually on this Moon Knight. And let's actually open this figure. Open this figure up and actually get into the figure. And actually looking at this Moon Knight figure straight up and down, I think it looks really, really, really good. And I love the shading on this figure. You see on the front, the back, and the hood. You see on the cape, front and back of the hood. And you see on the cape, it actually has a shading. And you see on the chest, has like the black shading on it. I think that's really, really great detail on this actual Moon Knight figure. And I probably prefer this version of Moon Knight over the TV show Moon Knight. Just to me personally, I probably prefer that. That's just what I personally prefer. I think that this looks a lot better than the TV show. You know, the TV show, at times the CGI just didn't really, wasn't up to par. This is me personally. And I understand it because it's a TV show and the budget and everything like that. It probably didn't give like a huge movie budget that it needs for a character like Moon Knight. But hopefully we get to see Moon Knight in the future. I mean, we haven't really heard anything from him since the TV show, which is a little weird. We don't know what the MCU is actually doing right now. So that's really the issue with it. But let's actually take this Moon Knight off the turntable. You see, looking at the head sculpt, there's no actual head sculpt on here. So there's no Mark Spector head sculpt. You just get all Moon Knight. And you see, look at the head sculpt. I think it's really, really good. Really great detail. I always love whited out eyes for these figures. I mean, especially with him, it's different because that's the way he is. And a lot of people always say he's Marvel's Batman and stuff like that. He definitely has similarities to Batman. I don't really think he's fully Batman. Definitely has similarities. He has the Moon Knight logo on his chest. I think his body is great. He's absolutely ripped and shredded. Absolutely love that. And you see, looking at the wrists and everything like that, the gauntlets and stuff. So that's really, really awesome. Really, really cool. He has a belt. It can actually move. I believe this thing can move all the way. Yeah, it can actually move all the way up and down and everything like it. You see, you got the hood and stuff like that. Which this is pretty sure this is removable because you get a whole nother head sculpt with the hood. Get double jointed arms. These aren't pinless arms. I don't really know what they do to pins. Like sometimes they give us pinless, sometimes they don't. But these aren't pinless arms right here, but they are double jointed. So that's really, really cool. You get double jointed knees as well. Definitely great for articulation and stuff like that. So that's awesome. And you see, looking at the cape, you see you get the black shading and stuff like that. So that's really cool. I think this cape is awesome as well. Let me actually zoom out on it. I think this cape is actually awesome as well. It's really, really cool. She's looking at the inside of it as well. So that's awesome. Just the back of Moon Knight right here. Yeah, so that's really, really, really cool. You see he's absolutely shredded right here, the legs and stuff like that. See, looking at close shot of the legs. Looking at the boots, you actually get fully articulated ankles as well. Get to move it all the way around as much as you want. As much as you want to right there. So that's awesome as well right there. You get ab crunch. Plenty of ab crunch moving that far back, that far forward right there. So that's awesome as well. Literally love this figure. And on the figure, you actually get the fisted hands that actually comes on here. And these actually look like the frisbee things, battering, I'm gonna call these. The moon thing they actually have that she actually, you know, swing at people just like Batman. That he actually has right here. So that's what actually that looked like actually on his fist right there. So that's pretty awesome right there. And I think that this is overall really, really cool figure. And you see, comparing it to the comic version of Moon Knight, I think it's a great representation of Moon Knight and what he is inside the comic book and the movie. I think this is a great representation. She's all whited out and stuff like that. There's plenty of different ones, you know, with the suit. And I've seen different versions of different Moon Knights that you actually can have. I love that the show actually gave us all the versions that we actually needed for the Moon Knight and everything like that. But yeah, he's just an awesome character right here. Different versions of Moon Knight, you know, with the original Moon Knight, there with the multiple personality Moon Knights. It's all different types of Moon Knights that actually are around inside the comic books and stuff like that. But next up, let's actually get into the accessories. And first, let's actually start out with the staff that you actually get. So this is really cool right here. You actually had this everywhere, and you see you have it. And I believe these hands can hold it. They look a little bit open to actually hold this, but they probably can actually hold this. This would be really cool to actually have, you know, pulls it up, put it in a collection. It's a really awesome accessory right here. It's like a grayish type tone right here. So that's really awesome. Get into the hands. You actually get two open hands. I believe it's like a gun trigger hand. I don't know why they gave us that. And this is like a more open gun trigger hand. This is like a more closed gun trigger hand. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know why they gave us gun trigger hands at all. It should have just gave us like the hands that like close up a little bit right here. In wrestling terms, we call them mic holding hands. I don't know why they didn't give us those. Like with the fisted hands, but it's like it's an opening right here. But this is the hands they actually gave us. So it's really great detailing on these right here. You guys can look at it up close right here. That's actually the right one. And this is actually the left one right here. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool right there. And you see, looking at the head and the head sculpt, and then you just switch it out actually on it. You see, it's the same exact thing. It's just a black face on it. That's all it is. You see with the whited out eyes. Let's get a close up shot of it. You see with the whited out eyes and stuff like that. It's literally the exact same thing though. And you just pack it into the head sculpt and stuff like that. So that's awesome right there. See with the blacked out face. And actually getting into the moon battery rings, you see you get actually two big ones like this, and actually they got small ones as well. You got to be careful with those because you actually lose those. But you see we got two big ones right here, so this is pretty awesome right here. And you actually get smaller and smaller ones. Here goes one right here. You can barely even see it on the camera and stuff like that, but here's two more of them. They just get smaller and smaller. Without I ever even use these, to be honest, just because they're so small. You got to put these straight up just because you won't lose them and stuff like that. But it's so small that you probably won't even use them and stuff because really that's what you could do with it. But here goes another one of these. This is even smaller. You probably really had these, but just way too small to actually use and stuff. I don't know if these can fit inside his hand just because it's more over open hand right there. But that was actually all the accessories that this Moon Knight figure has actually come with. Next up, let's actually pull the figure up and get my final thoughts on it. And actually wrapping this video up, guys, I think it's a really cool Moon Knight figure right here. Definitely one that I'm glad I actually picked up, coming with the two hand scopes, and the articulation that you get in this figure is fantastic as well. I definitely think this would be a great representation of Moon Knight. Like if you only want one Moon Knight inside your collection, which I mean I might have another one, maybe the MCU version I'll actually pick up just maybe. But I feel like if I only had one Moon Knight, I'll be perfectly fine with just having this one right here. I'm perfectly fine with this one. But yeah, I definitely think this is a great one. Definitely pick it up because I believe it's still half off on Target right now. It's a great deal actually on Target. But yeah, just tell me all your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this Moon Knight Target exclusive figure? I think it's a really good figure right here. Definitely one that you should pick up, add to your collection. But tell me your thoughts inside the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. But like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.